Hey everybody, Josh here, and today I have Joey V from GeekWatch.com with me.
Hello.
Joey is a web developer for a leading imaging company in northern New Jersey, and he's also the founder and creator of GeekWatch.com and the man behind Mass Effect Marathon. How are you today, Joe?
I'm doing great, Josh. I'm really excited about this, I gotta say.
I want to start off by letting everybody know what exactly Child's Play is and why we're doing all this. I guess we should start at the creation, the inception, with Gabe and Tycho from Penny Arcade. Why did they come up with this, Joe?
Pretty much a few years back, they were responding to some negative press and they wanted to say, look, gamers are not the troglodytes that you hear about in their mom's basement. You know, gamers are awesome people that give back to the community as well. So, you know, they started Child's Play to really make sure that gamers giving back to children who are stuck in the hospital that just need a break from all the crappy stuff that's happening to them in the hospital. So you know what? They get video games, they get toys, and the hospitals get money to help fund all these great things.
And how exactly do the hospitals get these things? I mean, do we when we donate to Child's Play through Mass Effect Marathon or Mario Marathon or Desert Bus for Hope, what do they do with that money once they get it? I know you mentioned toys and video games, but how does that work?
When you donate to any of these marathons and any of these fundraisers, all the money goes straight into Child's Play, and what they do is filter it out to all of the different children's hospitals around the country and now the world. We were talking about it earlier, you know, there's a children's hospital in Newark, not 3 miles from where we first met, you know, and basically every dollar that gets donated helps those kids.
And I encourage anybody that's interested, if you have any questions, or go check out the Child's Play site. Go look, they actually have an interactive map. They have their logo placed all over the country. Near where we met in Newark, there's a hospital. There's hospitals all over the country and all over the world that Child's Play donates to, and you can track that and see if it's touched a hospital near you. What originally inspired you to start this event?
Well, like many other people who frequent the internet, I saw the Mario Marathon and Desert Bus for Hope, you know, where they played for days and days based on how much you donated to Child's Play. You know, and it was just a really awesome idea to see, like, wow, these people are doing what we love. We love playing video games, so they're doing it, and in the process, they're raising ridiculous amounts of money for a very worthy cause. Between that and when I went to PAX East, I saw a lot of people go up to Gabe and Tycho and just talk about how much Child's Play has meant to them when they were in the hospital, when their brothers and sisters were in the hospital, when their children were in the hospital. Child's Play has touched a lot of people's lives, and any way that I can help with that, and myself and the rest of our group and the rest of our friends, if we can help, even just a little bit, we got to do it.
Now, along those lines, along the lines of inspiration and inception of this whole project, why the Mass Effect line?
Number one, I just think Mass Effect rock. Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2 are some of my favorite games ever made. More than that, I think when you're going into a marathon and you're like, okay, I have to keep people occupied for X amount of hours. In this case, it's going to be 60 plus hours. You know, we want to do something cool that's never been done before. Mario marathons have been done, Zelda marathons. Let's do something completely new and put a new spin on it. What I thought was a really cool idea was, okay, let's do Mass Effect 1 and 2 back to back, and let's give, you know, Mass Effect is a series of choices. You know, it's all about what kind of choices your character makes and how that affects the entire story and how that affects Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 2. So we're giving all the choices to the fans, to the donators, to people who come to the site. They can vote in polls. Those polls will determine what kind of choices we're going to make during the gameplay. So essentially, we're asking the audience to come up with the major events and the ending to a 60-hour miniseries. That's the way I like to look at it.
For those of you that haven't checked out the Mass Effect Marathon site, there'll be links in the doobly-doo. But really, you go over there and check out these polls. With the exception of very few choices for our sanity and to give you the widest variety of poll choices, basically every major storyline possibility is included, along with romantic interests, basic things like class, and we've retained that Shepard is going to be a man. But other than that, we've given you guys all the choices, and we're going to keep those polls open until those decisions need to be made. We've already got votes coming in. Check out the polls on the site, and every time I check, there's more people posting, which is really exciting for us, and hopefully it's going to add to the dynamics of the day and the event that's coming up on November 26th.
And I think it makes it really interesting because we're not going off of a script. In addition to the polls, we've got donation levels. The more you donate, the more crew members we save in Mass Effect 2. Like, so if you want to see the perfect ending where your entire crew makes it out alive after the suicide mission, help us donate. Help us get to our goal.
I can't make that happen, but Joe can save everyone. So yeah, I encourage I encourage everybody to go check out the site, because not only are people already active on the polls, but people are starting to contribute. We've got a handful of contributors, and at the $2,000 goal that we've set for ourselves to begin with, we're 2% there, which 2% is 2% more than I thought we'd be today, right now, which is really exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone's been really generous, being very supportive of the idea, and everyone's been really supportive with already donating, which is crazy. You know, we're 2 months out and people are already going nuts donating. So thank you very much, because it keeps us motivated to put on an awesome event, and I cannot wait for November 26th to come around. It's going to be amazing.
Now, we keep saying November 26th. That's Black Friday night?
Black Friday, 12:01 Eastern Time, we start. After you've had your tryptophan nap because of the turkey, you can sit down at midnight and start watching us go crazy.
Being in charge of this, what do you think is going to be the hardest part about this, technically, logistically, and physically?
As hard as I think the technical aspect of this is going to be, we're exceedingly lucky that we have pioneers that have come before us. Mario Marathon specifically has been so open with how they handle a marathon like this. So we've learned so much from them. So I think, and we've got, like I said, about 2 months, a month and a half to go. I think in that time we'll be able to handle all the technical stuff. What I'm worried about is it's a little bit of physical and a little bit of being able to entertain everyone for that many hours. But I also feel like the crazier I get physically, so the more sleep deprived I get, the funnier all of this is going to be. So I'm hopeful that by middle of Mass Effect 2 that we're just making comedic gold at that point.
As far as all the planning and events go, beyond what we're doing here on the technical aspect, you've also been making some phone calls and some emails, and I think you have an announcement or two.
Yeah, I actually have 3 pretty big announcements. I guess I'll go with the most exciting. I have been in touch with BioWare, makers of Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2, and they are totally on board for this. They are excited. They're honored that they're having a Child's Play marathon, and they are going to be fully promoting us and offering some really unique prizes to give away as raffles. In addition to that, we have the privilege of being helped out by Commander Shepard himself. The male voice for Commander Shepard, Mark Meir, is going to be signing all of the copies of Mass Effect that we have to raffle off, and he will be doing some sound work for us. Hopefully you guys really enjoy that. We also have the author of the Mass Effect books, Drew Capishin. He is going to be autographing all of his books, so that we're going to be raffling those off too. If for some reason you're on the fence of donating, we're giving you lots of reasons to donate, because you could win some great stuff, and you could talk to Commander Shepard and people from BioWare. This is some pretty epic stuff.
Now, Joe, if I'm one of our viewers, I'm wondering, how can I win this? Joe, what does it take for somebody to get entered into all these raffles?
All you need to do is donate $5. You donate $5 and you get entered into the raffle. For every $5 you put up and you give to Child's Play, we are giving you a raffle entry for all of our prizes, for all of our gifts, every single copy of the video game. If you win the PS3 version, we'll pre-order it for you.
Going all the way.
Oh yeah, because you gotta.
Now we've got people donating. It's November 26th, and the contributions are hopefully coming in. Everybody can look at this guy and see the beard and the hair. Are you ready to shave the beard and hopefully the hair? I hope we're shaving your head Friday night.
On the page, we've got donation levels set up, and I've pretty much set $700 donated. I'm shaving my beard, but I'm not shaving it till November, so it's going to be ridiculous. At $2,000 donated, I'm going Shepard. That's what we're calling it. I'm going Shepard. I'm going to shave my head.
We're trying not to set our hopes too high, but we are putting everything we have into this. If we do blow the roof on off our current 2,000 donation, I've heard rumors of some skin art.
The $5,000 was thrown around. That sounds about right, but we'll see where we get. I'm gonna get the N7 armor tattoo on, on my arm, and I'm gonna put the date of the marathon on it. Just donate so that way, the kids can have DSs to play in the hospital, and I'll have a piece of art on my arm.
A lot of work still to be done, but we're gonna continue to bring you videos of everything that's going on. Any final words for our fellows in marathonness-ish?
All I can say is that already with the amount of attention that this marathon has got and the amount of donations we've been seeing and people being really interested in what we're doing, all I can say is, number one, thank you, because like I said before, it really helps us get motivated for this, and we're really excited about it. And all I can say beyond that is November 26th, 12:01 Eastern Time. Be there, watch us for 60 plus hours. We want you to be a part of this, so we're giving you all the power. You have the power to decide how we play the game, and you also have the power to decide who lives and dies. We'll make you laugh, I swear. We're really looking forward to it. Thank you so much for giving us even this much.
We thank you so much. Help us. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Woo!
Damn it. Where was I going with that? And see if it's touched a hospital and children near you. It's touched children near you. That's terrible.